Welcome this morning to Mobilization Family Television, and you know how we do it right here. It's all about educating and pushing forward the message of goodwill, the message of progress, and the message of new and fresh hope. And that will come from the camp of the Labour Party with our presidential candidate and our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, and his running mate, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, and how they're going to take Nigeria to where it's supposed to be. The program is Possible Nigeria, and my name is King Kamsi, and I also have Chooks here with me. Chooks, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Kamsi. Good morning.
Good morning. How was your weekend?
It was great. It was great. Preaching the gospel, Labour Party and the P2B 2023.
That obviously should never stop because right now we are at the latter days of the election. We have to keep the message moving as much as possible. It's less than a month, or less than 30 days to that election, where we're going to have Mr. P2B emerge as a presidential candidate, or as a president-elect of the country. All right, it's a packed studio this morning, and it's not just I and Chooks in the studio. We also have Mr. Ikinye Solomon Izuchukwu, who's the Anambra State Coordinator for P2B Nation and Niger Life Matters, one of the grassroots mobilizers, who's taking the message to the grassroots. Mr. Solomon, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us. And also we have on standby, he'll be joining us via Zoom, Mr. Bashir Shola, who's one of the grassroots supporters, and he has been doing a lot of mobilization for Labour Party there generally in the West and in the North. He's been taking the message not just to the grassroots, but also to the elites as well. Okay, Mr. Solomon, thank you for joining us. But before I get to you, I want to speak with Shola quickly, since he's joining us via Zoom. Shola, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. So quickly, a lot of Obedience around the world are watching right now, and they know that you have been doing so much for Mr.
The audio is skipping. The audio is skipping. Can you come again?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. I think it's the network that was, tripping. But like I said, it's from different parts of the world are watching you right now, and they want to know, what have you been doing for Mr. P2B? How have you been, handling the grassroots mobilization for Mr. P2B?
All right. Thank you, Edo Forson. Let me say, Obidati Family TV. Don't let me be mentioning names. I feel honor for being here today. It's just a privilege, not my rights. I really appreciate you. You see, when we talk about grassroots mobilization, grassroots mobilization cannot be done by anyone, anyhow. We talk about people at the grassroots level. Then we talk about who are the people that are very closer to these people at the grassroots level. And what has been your antecedent, your contribution to the community or to the society before you can go to them and tell them that this is what is good and this is what is right. Then they dance to your tunes. You understand? As far as I'm concerned, I'm Bashir Shola, Solar Carpenter. I'm a comedian. So both online and offline, I've been making people laugh. And apart from that, I'm a type that is good to my community. Before the politics, I make sure I help people with little I have. Some people who who couldn't do any work, I empower them. I do this, I do that. You understand?
Yeah.
Then it is very easy for me to go to my people and tell them that this is the person that is ready to take all consumption stuff, everything our people have been consuming and is ready to turn it to production. So we as a citizen of this country, we evidence of democracy from Peter Obi's and Dati-led administration. Then some people say no. Some people say, let's see how it goes. Some people say yes. Those who say no, they refuse and they remain adamant because they have been brainwashed with tribal, let me say, by tribalism. They believe in tribe. Back then, I believe in tribe, you understand? But you can't just be thinking on a one lane. You have to think back sometimes and retrace your step. When I retrace my step, I say, oh, I am playing a tribe card. Then when I started going to the grassroots, some people say that I am talking to the people in my community alone. I said, no, I have been to different communities preaching the gospel of Peter Obi. In fact, going to the markets, preaching the gospel of our principal and teaching the gospel of APC-led administration. Then we asked them, will you still vote for PDP? They said, vote for who? PDP started this hardship. Then the baton was hijacked by APC. So why do I still expect them to vote for APC or PDP? I say, okay, who do you want to vote for? There was one old woman in the market. I did not know that the woman know Mr. Peter Obi. I only know Peter Obi, that he is behind Peter Obi. But the woman said, we are going to vote for Mr. Obi. When I check the Facebook handle of Peter Obi, I see that it was written Mr. Peter Obi. I say, oh, this woman know Peter Obi very well. So she has asked something about Peter Obi. And most of the people we asked, who are you gonna vote for? They said they need someone who is new, but they are tired of APC and PDP. The moment they said they need someone who is new, then I quickly chip in. Yeah.
I watched a video where we saw you gather people. Not just one video. There's been a series of videos, a lot of videos where you gather people and talk to them about Labour Party and Mr. Peter Obi. How often do you do it? Like, how many times a week do you do it? When do you go to the market? Just tell us all those things in details. People who are watching.
You see this video you are displaying,
yes.
These videos, I and my team, we are the only one in the history of Labour Party in Kwara State that started this world meeting, because they believe that Labour Party do not have structure. Then I said, yeah, we are the structures. Now, you see the first video where I have my partner interpreting what I was saying. Yeah, this video. You see this place, this is where my father has his own building at Ondoko area of Ilorin. We gathered as much as 500 people on a weekly hold meeting. Because why we always hold meeting is we just have to hold these women. We have to hold them tight. We can't afford to lose them. Then we still have another meeting at Dada. That Dada is close to Ilorin East and Ilorin West, in between. But the votes, the part of Dada, the votes will come to Ilorin East, and another vote will go to Ilorin West. Then we make sure we sensitize them on a weekly basis as well. And we have been seeing turn up. Then we still have inside Alagbado, there is Ilorin South there. So we hold meeting there every week as well. So how I hold my meeting is We hold meeting on Friday. Friday is for Ilorin South, Gauss meeting Saturday, that is Dada, close to East and West. On Sunday, we host meeting at Ibagun Ward, which is the center of Ilorin East. Do you understand? And aside from that, we go out for sensitization. We have been to different rural areas. We have been to Ekitikwara. We have been to Ofa. We have been to so many places for sensitization. You understand? Which I have the name, the phone numbers, and the polling units of all those people we sensitized. And it was as a result of my, let me say, my financial status that deter me from going to those places on a weekly basis. Because let me tell you the fact now, I have stopped going to work since I engaged myself in this movement, with this movement. I have a private school. I say my wife should be in charge. So the moment I took them to school, then I find my roots. So I didn't been, even the guy that was interpreting what I'm saying in Yoruba, I told him to go and resign. This guy is too late. He's working with state government, superb. I told him to go and resign. He said, but Ashola, what do you expect me to be? I said, let me tell you, what I am giving you on a weekly basis is more than what you are receiving on a monthly basis. He now said, do you know that there is difference between you giving me money and a government salary? So will you be giving me gratuity when I resign? I said, okay, don't worry. Now, I am ready to work around the clock from Monday to Sunday, Monday to Sunday. See, I don't get tired though. If I get tired, I just have slight headache. The moment I take medicine, it's gone. So I work around the clock. Yesterday we had a rally. We recorded over 500 turn up. So I did the rally in honor of our principal. So I don't care how much it cost me, but we make sure that it was a success. There are lots of things to talk about. Yeah.
I want to, before you proceed, I want to say thank you. This is from our principal, from Mr. P2B. I'm sure if he was here at this time, he'll say thank you. But definitely, words are going to get to him about what you are doing. He's very happy seeing that you are being able to touch places that he himself cannot touch. And we need more Nigerians like you to keep preaching the message to grassroots, just like you're doing, in different areas. I want to say thank you so much. Because of time, we just want to wrap up now. So I want you to tell us, how are you going to ensure that on that day, the people we are speaking to
what you said so far? The audio was muted. I didn't hear what you said so far.
Okay.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Hello?
Yeah, hello. I can hear this.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, because of time, we're trying to rush it up. And we want to say thank you from Mr. Peter. We were saying thank you. It's not easy. You spending your resources and time. That people that come out, that you are preaching to come out that day and vote. Do you have any plan in place for that? Does your group and your team have any plan in place for that?
My brother, let me tell you this. Politics is a game of chance, and not only the game of chance, it's the game of money. I tell people. So I don't want to sound as if I love money. Nobody hates money. So I have been spending money just to make sure that people are in order and they cooperate with us. Now, on the day of election, we just have to make sure that they come out in mass. There are some people who, because of our zone, they change their polling units to where we always hold meeting. On that very day, and we have to organize bus to convey them from their location to where they change their polling units in our home zone to vote. You understand? So there are a lot of things to put in place, and we have let them know that on that day, I made a video. I have not posted it. I said on that day, they should leave their house as early as 7 to 8 a.m. After they have been accredited, nobody should go back home. Do you understand? I call the video 6 rules to win 2023 election for Mr. Peter Obi. I said when they are going to the polling units, they should make sure if they are a type that is very aggressive, that has hot temper, like me, because I have hot temper, I said they should make sure that they should eliminate that act. Anything that happens, even if anybody, they should be patient and exercise patience. Understand? They should not fight, because the moment we fight, the enemy will triumph over us. I said nobody should fight. I said each and every one of them must make sure they canvass at least 10 people. At least 10 people that will vote for Mr. Peter Obi. The moment a single person can canvass 10 people to vote for our principal, you know, we have our is gonna be massive. So I told them that, and I told them that when they are going to cast their votes, the thumbprint they use to thumb, they should not use it to hold the ballot paper into the ballot box. So that is voters' education. I told them when they want to cast their votes, they should not say we want to vote Obi. Eh? Hello?
I can hear you. Just wrap up.
Okay, I told them when they are on the queue, they should not say we want to vote Peter Obi or we want to vote Labour Party. They should keep it inside themselves. You understand? And after the voting, they should wait and defend their votes. So all those things are what I have told them, and I will keep saying it. So they will know that our own aims and objectives, our goal is to make sure that our principal win and we all enjoy the dividends of democracy. Let me hear the mic for now.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shola Bashir. We're seeing all you're doing.
This place you are.
Can you hear me?
Sorry, this place you are.
Yes, I was saying, I just want to say thank you again from our President, Mr. Peter Obi. I wish we could have more time to talk at length, but surely I'm going to bring you back again before the election. Definitely we'll have you on the show again, so we can talk more. And you tell us more of what you're doing. We know what you're doing in Kwara State. We really appreciate. And
the audio is not clear. The audio is not clear. The audio is not clear.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but the audio is not clear.
Okay. But please, just, I know you struggle to say what I'm saying, but please, we're just saying thank you. Thank you from Mr. Peter Obi. Thank you from Yusuf. Thank you for what you are doing for the Labour Party there. You observe the structure, and definitely your work is coming. Your work is a better Nigeria. And principal is happy, very happy. And trust me, we're going to send a message to him. And for people like yourself who are reaching out to people, definitely there's a lot of thank you that we need to say to you. I'm going to bring you back on the show some other time before the election so we can talk more. Because we need to let you go now. So thank you so much, Shola. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, sir.
That's Family Television here, and this is Possible Nigeria. I want to go on a quick break, and when we get back, we'll be speaking to Mr. Ekele Solomon Izuchukwu, who's in the studio here with us. Please don't go nowhere. Stay with us.
Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour Party, can you get a vote? Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour Party, can you get a vote? Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour say, Mama, Papa, Nama, Labour Party, Mama, Papa, Nama, Mama, Papa, Nama, to be Labour Party. Mama, Papa, Nama, to be Labour Party.
Mr. Peter Obi's administration built from scratch Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University Teaching Hospital with 25 building structures. His government funded transformation of massive infrastructural development, accreditation of 12 health institutions and 2 hospitals, and also built 10 maternal and childcare centers across the state. He is the first governor to purchase medical equipment worth over 135 million naira and 50 ambulances for the health sector in Anambra State, which remain functional till today. He built and equipped Dr. Jonwilo Heart Center in St. Joseph Hospital, Adazinnuku, where heart operations are performed. Anambra State is the first state in Nigeria to distribute more than 30,000 computers to secondary schools. Mr. Peter Obi distributed about 700 buses to secondary schools in Anambra State and built 200 primary school blocks. He donated the sum of 300 million naira to Anglican churches and 440 million naira to Roman Catholic churches to rehabilitate their missionary schools. During his tenure, he gave 1 million naira each to more than 160 first-class graduates. To promote the reading culture in the state, he went ahead to build a well-equipped library known as Prof. Kennedy Dike Library, Oka. He also rehabilitated the divisional library in Onitsha and gave 500,000 naira to each secondary school in the state to provide library materials. This boosted the student performance from the 26th position in Nigeria to the first position. The security improvement was exceptional as he provided security vehicles to 177 communities in the state. He cleared pension and gratuity owed since 1990 to the tune of about 37 billion naira and also paid monthly stipends to the elderly in the state. Mr. Peter Obi built the first secretariat complex in Anambra State to house the various Anambra State government ministries that were scattered all over the state. His good governance attracted the...
Thank you so much, Obi. That's Family Television, and this is Possible Nigeria. And yes, I told you when we get back, we're going to be speaking with another guest that's with us here in the studio.
Yeah, so we have in our studio, we have Mr. Ikele Solomon Izuchukwu, the Anambra State Coordinator for Peter Obi Nation / Niger Live Matters. You're welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, so quick one. Just take us through the activities of your support group. I'm made to understand you guys are a support group for mobilizing the grassroots for our principal, Mr. Peter Obi. So can you give us a rundown of what you guys are doing?
Yeah, Peter Obi Nation, as you see, we are all over the 21 local governments of Anambra State here, the one that is under me. So for now, we've been calling meetings severally before now, but like they said, this is the last lap of the election. So we've been doing house-to-house campaign, then market campaign. We concentrated on Onitsha North and Anambra East, which both cases have 15 wards each. So for the market mobilization, we have been, meeting market women, the men, shops to shops. It's not been easy because the harvest is much and the laborers are few. Some persons have been discouraged due to one reason or the other, but we kept on going. That moment when you keep using your resources, your funds, you have to leave your business to make sure you achieve a particular aim. So it's not really been easy in the marketplace because there are several parties on ground, but meeting these women, these traders, talking with them in person, it's kind of easier for the movement. You find out that most of them want the same thing you want, but because of the impunity in the system, you know, everyone talks about money. So for you to convince these people, you have to give them hope. Sometimes you have to, you know, most time we buy things from them, you know, start talking with them, you know. Most time you if you check from the videos here, you see there are sometimes we'll give them materials. Those are Labour Party materials actually, but we actually bought it with our money. They didn't give any to support groups. So you just have to know how to get some materials, even stickers. We share these things to them. Sometimes you give them money, you know, to maybe as a token, not like a bribe or something.
So talking about resources, what you're saying is that you people generate your own resources that you use to carry out these activities. You're not being sponsored or you're not being given money by any, let's say by the party, but rather you guys find a way to sponsor your activities within the support group, right?
Yes, exactly. We have to contribute. For me in person, I have to put somebody in my business where I carry the activities myself, because when your fund is involved, you don't just take your fund to a coordinator and say, be doing this. You have to be there. You have to push up. But I really wish I can be in the 21 local governments at the same time, but I can't. So we have to bring out our funds, you know, resources. We have to get materials.
So Mr. Kili, what local governments are covered by your support group? What local governments?
Yeah, we cover the 21 local governments, but you know, we are not very active in all the local governments, because I, as the state coordinator, it's my funds. I have to put in my best. You know, everyone has their motivations. You know, some persons can't really leave their business for it. Rather, if they need anything, they can tell you they need funds. I remember back then when we called our convener, Dr. Okwebanwo, that we needed some materials, and he said, no, see, and Nigeria Life Matters is not the PCC or the campaign council of P2B. You understand? That at this level, my brother, you have to take over from there.
Source for your own fund.
Yes, source for your own fund. So that is what we've been doing, and it has not been easy, but we are good.
There's a lot of sacrifice coming from you and your team, and we want to encourage you. I mean, going out your way to make sure that this movement is actualized. We all want a better Nigeria. And people like you, young men like you, youth like you, that are going out of their way, putting in their money, their time, you know, to make sure that we elect credible leaders
to take over the affairs of the nation. But also, what has the acceptance level been like? Being that Mr. P2B was a one-time governor of Anambra State, so what has the acceptance level been like? Are people still struggling with the party logo, or are they struggling with? Do people even have their PVCs? You know, those people you're speaking to, do they have their PVCs? Give us a general, you know, assessment of what the acceptance level is like.
Yeah, for here in Anambra State, people like P2B because things were different when he was the governor of Anambra State. But in some areas, like my local government, you know, where the Aguleri, where the former governor is from, things has not been easy because, you know, he's a member of another party, and things didn't really end well with them. So they knew people want to accept P2B because after his tenure, he had to give it to an Agulerian. But the problem is for them to allow you to meet these people. You know, so much threat to get from there, you know, stuff like that. It's my village. You know, when I was talking to one of our stakeholders, you know, Mr. Barisa Chedidigo, he told me, look, we are all Agulerians, you understand? Take in your campaign, nobody will do anything. You know, the last time I was talking to one of them, I said, no, people should not be scared. This is our village. Nobody is more Agulerian than the other. You know, so the people actually, they want P2B, but this logo aspect of it, so many of them, we kept on telling them that P2B's face will not be on the ballot that day. You'll be seeing LP and the logo. That's why most of the videos you see us showing them the logo. Yeah. And for the acceptance level, you see, there is one for the one for voters card. There's a man I talked to. So I asked him, do you have a voters card? He told us we have a voters card. We'll give him clothes. Because he already says that we share clothes and so on. We said, show me your. He said, no, we should promise him we'll give him clothes first. So I said, okay, we'll give him clothes. The next thing, he brought out his voter's card from his pocket. You know, one of the videos were there. So the acceptance level has been great in the marketplaces, you know. But I think some of them even, they will ask you, please, do you have any, the posters? Let me just post inside my shop. You know, if you see there are some shops who posted P2B's poster and that's it, their P2B, that's it, posters there. And you know, they said in case their customer comes, because I encourage people, whenever you go to buy something from anybody, things are very costly now. After buying, you talk to them about P2B, because that is like giving them hope that the prices of things will reduce. And for the village, because in the Anambra East, we focus on house-to-house campaigns, while in Onitsha North, we focus on the markets, you know, and we have to check the market days, you know, and the time of closure, so that you can meet enough number of people, because there are so many people that needs to be talked to. We don't even like doing video, because the time you're using doing video, you might take more time there, you know, so you just have to, the person doing the video can take a ballot and go to other places to start talking to people about it. Like I said, the harvest is much, but the laborers are very few.
Sure. All right, so Mr. Ikelie Solomon Chukwu, the State Coordinator, P2B Nation and Niger Life Matters. Thank you so much. It's been an honor. I mean, we encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, and we hope that you get all the resources that you need to continue doing this great work that you and your team is doing.
Thank you.
And of course, I mean, for people watching, is a source of empowerment and encouragement.
True.
You know, of course, even for we in the studio, there will have people like you out there that are making efforts to make sure that this country is
and I'm particular about, you know, every other person out there. You know, there's a whole lot of support groups for Mr. P2B, and they're also keen into this movement and want to know how exactly, you know, you have been able to achieve some of these things you've achieved for Mr. P2B, because people want to talk. Everybody wants a better Nigeria. I believe you're doing this because you want a better Nigeria. You're passionate about a better Nigeria. So a lot of other people who are outside now, probably in the comfort of their home, watching you now, want to know how can they key into the movement and support Mr. P2B. You could see that.
Yeah. Thank you very much. You know, I participated in the last governorship election, and it was funny, because one thing about the system is the more you try to enter, the more people will push you out. The more you try to enter, the more the old politicians will try to push you out. So it was not easy. Then my boss told me then that, see, you don't have to wait for somebody to, nobody will bring you in. You force yourself inside. You understand? If it's your, let's say your father that is contesting for, of course, Mr. P2B is our father that is contesting, and somebody is pushing you out. I don't know if you understand. You force yourself in. Say no. So the same pressure and problems they are facing is what I'm also facing. Here in Anambra State, we have the PCC, we have the party. When I remember the first time after I was made the state coordinator, I had to go down to my local government to meet the Labour Party local government chairman and the ward chairman. When I attended their meeting, you know, some persons thought I have collected money from P2B, and you know the battle between support groups. And I had to give them cola from my pocket. When I met the state chairman, I still have to do cola for the state chairman. You know, anybody you meet, you just have to bring.
To show somebody.
Yes. So to an extent, even during the rally, when support groups wants to mobilize, it's also easy. We have to still use our money to mobilize. I think they gave us some token, then you have to add to it, and so I advise people out there, you don't have to give up. You know, you just have to keep on moving. You know, when somebody is pushing you out, you have to keep pushing yourself in. You know, you have to keep doing your work. Like in my Anambra North Senatorial zone, the senatorial candidates and others, they are not really helping matters. You know, like it's actually the people following them. Still the old people that has been in the system, if they see you are working, they may be like, okay, come, we'd like you to work for social person under labor, you know. But instead of them to bring you in fully, they will keep you at a let, maybe to use you. And you have seen that, okay, this will keep me this land. It will reduce what I'm doing already. I cannot be covering, I know how many persons I talk to in the market, and when you bring me in, because you don't want me to talk to the main, but you don't want the main person to see the activities going on, then you will you will limit my activities. I don't know if you understand. So because of that, I will say no. We are different persons. Okay, campaign council, be doing your jobs. You for Tony Oye be doing your jobs.
Why you do
Let me do my jobs. You understand? If I meet somebody you've talked to, very good. I don't know if you understand. If I meet somebody you've not talked to, it's a plus for us. The most important thing is victory. I don't know if you understand.
So thank you. I think I like the way you ended it. The most important thing is victory. What we are fighting for is a better Nigeria. You know, and we all want to achieve that. so desperately, and we want to put in our own efforts. If we have to make sacrifices like you're making, that would be nice too. So just keep doing what you're doing. Don't get discouraged by resistance or opposition that you might encounter. I think at the end of the day, we all laugh. We all have that victory.
True. The victory laugh,
Yes. So, Mr. Ikele Solomon Izuchukwu, State Coordinator for P2B Nation / Niger Life Matters. Thank you. It's been an honor having you in our live studio.
Thank you very much.
And of course, we look forward to having you again in our subsequent program.
Definitely. We look forward to having you again, and we hope you do more for Mr. P2B. I'm sure anywhere he is now, when he gets to sit and watch this video, he will also send a message of appreciation to you. The essence is to keep motivating people, keep motivating those who are the grassroots mobilizers, and that is one of our mission, as an organization, as a body. So thank you so much, and we hope to see more of you and hear more of the P2B Nation and the work of grassroots mobilization that they are doing. Okay, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the dialogue here. I want to go on a quick break, and when we get back, we'll be wrapping up on the program, Possible Nigeria. Please stay with us.
Be that they vote for, they'll go vote for another person. So what will they try do now? They try teach people, show people say now the logo be this. So that the way you want vote, when you reach there, you go see one will be umbrella, not be for Peter Obi. You'll see one will be broom, not be for Peter Obi. Now this one will Papa, Mama, Pikin, Day, and that will be Peter Obi. So when you want vote, you come press that ink they'll put for your hand. You come put her for where this picture they so now you go put her. That's why you take vote for Peter Obi. So if you see Labour Party logo now, you know what you are identify. I know because of this. And the location of ballot picture of so on the day of the election, you put your hand for where that picture, you make it not process another person.
Possible Nigeria right here on Obidati Family Television. I'm King Kamsi and Chooks. Thank you so much. It's actually been nice, this program being speaking with a lot of support groups today on Possible Nigeria and getting insights on the wonderful things that they're doing out in Kwara State, here in Anambra State, and in different, other places in the country. And we want to speak to more of the people doing this. If you're one of those people who has a support group and or who is a coordinator in a support group, clamoring for the support of Mr. Peter Obi, and that's Yusuf Baba Ahmed, and the Labour Party in any part of Nigeria. We want to speak to you right here on Obidati Family Television. All you need to do is reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and definitely we'll get to you. And have you right here on our program and talk with you and know what you're doing. Our principal wants to hear from you. Mr. Peter Obi wants to hear from you, and trust that he will appreciate all your efforts that you are bringing to make sure that a better Nigeria happens. Okay, so on this note, from myself and Chooks.
Yeah, we're going to call it a day. Of course, we'll be here same time tomorrow to look at other ways to achieve the possible Nigeria.
That's true. A possible Nigeria is possible. So please stay with us. Obidati Updates is going to come up at the stroke of 10 a.m. right here on Obidati Family Television. Don't go anywhere.